Hey guys, welcome back to our sessions. I'm glad to see all of you guys again today and that you all can make it. Um, Today we're just going to kind of talk about our week, how it's been going. We'll talk a little bit about, or we'll do a little icebreaker game again, and then we'll talk about our topic for the day. So if we want to go around the room, I'll start and I'll have Rent finish and we'll go in alphabetical order again. But just share your high of the week and your low of the week. Yeah, so I'll go first. My high of this week is I ordered my dog a lot of toys and I've been getting them like a couple packages like every other day or something. Anyways, it's been really nice, and giving him like the toys, like I've been trying out these new toys and he loves them. I love it. And then my low of the week is probably how overwhelmed I've been with all the things that are due. And so then we'll go to Claire.
I guess my high of the week is that my dog's birthday was last week. That was really fun. Had cookies. He loves cookies.
Nice.
My low of the week was taking my grandma to a doctor's appointment and finding out that she might have had surgery.
Wow. Yeah, that's a lot. We'll keep that in mind for sure, and you'll definitely be in our thoughts about that. Welcome. And then we'll go to Katie. Yeah, Katie.
So it's high and low, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So my high was being done for my Fit for Hire class. I'm glad I got that over with.
Yeah.
And,
Great job.
And my low was I guess just everything that piled on my practicum. So I'm glad everything is done.
Yeah, wow. That does sound like a lot. And finishing practicum is a lot all on its own. And then we'll go to Serena.
My high for the week, was getting to spend time with baby skunks. My low of the week is that today they have not been eating, and so we may have to take them to the Wildlife Rescue Center, and we will have to be saying goodbye to our skunk friends.
Wow. That's really cool though that you have some skunks. I've never really heard of anyone, fostering some baby skunks, so I commend you for that. But it does sound like it would be pretty hard to let go of them after you've been taking care of them for so long. So definitely be in our thoughts about that as well. And what about you, Mia?
So my high, I guess, would be, so like since we've been home, I guess I've been struggling like with my relationship with God. So like finally, like throughout last week, I started doing devotions each night and praying. So that's been good. Like I've actually consistently done it for the last couple of days. So I'm proud of that. And then my low last week,
I think, Mia, that we're losing connection with you. We didn't get the
thank you.
low
And
part.
then I have to figure out what to do with my car or get a new car. I don't know.
Okay, so you're having car troubles. You kind of cut out a little bit, so car troubles is what's been going on for your low this week.
Yeah. So my connection's really bad right now. So you guys are like lagging sometimes. So I don't even know if I'm.
That's okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
Up to speed.
Yeah, we'll just bear with that. We understand technology can be crazy sometimes.
But we're just grateful that you were able to make it here with us today.
We are grateful for that. We are. But yeah, we'll keep your car in mind for sure. And it's really good to hear that you feel like you've been progressing in your relationship with God. So, Richard, how about you?
I guess my high of the week, yesterday it was really nice weather. Because the days before it was kind of not so great. And weather always kind of changes my mood, so if it's really nice, I feel better. And then I guess my low of the week was just, yeah, I'm kind of the same as you, Callie, just feeling overwhelmed with some of the school stuff.
Yeah, school is definitely overwhelming right now. But it is nice that it's pretty outside, and that definitely lifts, I think, a lot of people's moods. So yeah, thanks for sharing, guys. So we're gonna go into a little icebreaker game. And I think that some of you guys have played this game before. Who all attended combo during the week? Last week, anybody? Oh, okay, nice. Okay, so we're gonna play that game. So if you didn't attend and you're kind of wondering what I'm talking about, so I'm gonna name an object, and then you're gonna run around your house or your room or wherever you are right now and try to find that object and be the first one back on the screen to show the object. So we have a few objects here. We're gonna start. So the first object that you need to bring is a fork. Got it?
What do we go right now?
Oh. Claire's first.
I just ate, so.
I'm gonna be honest, I live upstairs and I didn't want to travel all the way downstairs to the kitchen. So
that's understandable. Richard, he's got one. Okay, so Claire's got 1 point because she's the first one for that one. Okay, a sock.
I got a sock.
Hey, Mia, Rachel.
I live in Florida. We don't interest in socks.
Okay, and then the next one will be something green.
I got it.
Oh,
Wow.
Katie and Claire.
She had that cactus. Oh, and we got a scientist that turned into a pickle too. It is such a, great. Love it. Grapes, healthy. I see a lot of fruits and vegetables here.
Wait,
Guys,
okay, who was the first one for that? Katie and Claire, they tied? What do you guys think?
I'm going to disagree, and I won, so.
Hello.
Okay, well, anybody have a vote on that one? That's not Katie or Claire? Okay, I'll just give them both a point. Okay, and then a textbook.
Oh,
Got it!
Katie and Richard.
Me
That was
and
good, guys.
the same one.
Groups.
Everybody has a group section. That's good. I'm proud of you guys for that one. Okay, and then a charging cable.
Oh, wait, that's on a
Table?
Oh,
Oh,
dang.
that was
Nice.
the tie. I think Serena and Claire came in the screen at the same time.
They really did. That was crazy. Okay, and the next object is going to be something yellow. Hey, Richard and Rachel.
I was on screen the whole time though. So
Oops.
And then we're gonna have two more objects. And unless we have a tie, then we'll have a tiebreaker round. Right now, I'll give you an update on the score. We have Claire coming in first with 3 points. Right behind her, we have Rachel, Katie, and Richard with 2 points. And then we have Mia and Serena coming in at third with 1 point. So this is a close game. Hey guys, you guys still have time to win it. Don't let your place discourage you. Okay, so our next item is something that you can drink.
Got it.
Got it.
Ah,
Wow.
Rachel, wow. Okay, so we got a tie for first place. The next object is going to be a notebook.
Got it.
I don't got it.
Okay, so good job, Claire. You're our winner. You win all of our love and respect, and
Love it.
all of that good stuff. Rents, do you know how long I've been going?
I have not. I mean, it's recording, but like I don't have the timer up.
Yeah, I forgot to set a timer. Okay.
Callie, you've been going for 11 minutes.
Okay. So today we're going to be going through our topic, and we're going to be learning some mechanisms and some ways to be resilient and to come up from what looks like, the bottom. And in doing that, we'll have some activities and some discussion time for all of us. And then after that, we'll be closing our session, and we'll see you guys again next week. So I'm just gonna kind of transition this over to my partner Rent, as he's gonna introduce his topic and tell you a little bit more about it.
Okay. Hello, everyone, once again. Welcome back to our little classroom setting. I'm glad you guys were able to engage in the icebreaker activity we were able to perform, and I hope that got you guys, got the blood flowing a little bit, because I know we've been sitting the whole day and looking at our screens. So I hope you guys, enjoyed that. So before we get started, I wanted to start with a little journal, thing that we can do together. So if you guys could pull out a pencil and something you can write on. And I wanted to give you a little prompt that you guys can write about for a little bit, for just maybe 1 or 2 minutes, just something short. So if you remember what we talked about our last meeting, we talked about rock bottom resilience and the importance of being able to get up when you're down, and the importance of the resilience that comes with that. So the prompt that I wanted to give you for this journal is, have you ever had a situation where you had to show persistence in the face of something difficult? How did that persistence make a difference in that situation? And write about how being persistent can help to increase your resilience. So have you ever had a situation where you had to show persistence in the face of something difficult? How did your persistence make a difference in that situation? So maybe take 1 or 2 minutes. Let me set a timer for 1 minute.
Repeating the second question.
Okay. Is everybody finished? Or how long have we
I think someone had a question about the second question, just clarifying that.
Oh, okay. Who had the question? I'm sorry.
Would you mind repeating the second question?
Oh, how did your persistence make a difference in that situation?
Thank you.
You're welcome. How's everybody doing? Do we have... Good? If you finished, can raise your hand so I know, I can tell by the room. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have a few more people. Okay, maybe 20, 30 more seconds. Then I'll be calling on a few people just to see what you guys have put down. See if you discussed it a little bit. Okay, let's start with Richard. What did you write down about a situation where you had to face something difficult?
I couldn't. I know there've been a lot of different
Mhm.
situations where this has had to where persistence has helped out. So I didn't really write about anything specific, but I just basically kind of referenced just a lot of the different projects that we've had, at school.
Okay.
Sometimes it can be really difficult, and unless you really push past it and think about the end goal and try not to give up before you finish it, you might miss out in the reward. So that's what I always try to keep in mind whenever something seems too big to finish or too large.
Okay, that's a good point. How like some of the things that we're doing, no matter how large they can be, you can still get through them. Good point. Katie, what is something that you wrote down?
Okay, so I wrote down about how we all have a hard time working out sometimes. So basically, I've had to force myself to work out during COVID-19.
Yes.
And so I think that I've had to focus on it and make sure to do it at least 3 times a week. So I'm getting sunshine and also losing weight.
Okay. That's sort of maintaining like a routine of sorts. It's good. Mia, what is something that you wrote down?
Okay. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. So I wrote down a time when I sprained my ankle. So last year when I was on the gymnastics team, I was learning something new called the Russian bar. And it's kind of like, it was fun, but it's kind of dangerous. So like right before our home show, when I was working on my routine, I like fell kind of like I landed weird and I twisted my ankle and like tore a ligament. And it was like just a few days before our show. So like I was like hurt pretty badly and my ankle was like super swollen and like I wasn't able to do some things for like a while or like just a few days. And then, but I still really wanted to perform because I worked so hard. So like I prayed a lot that night and I worked with our our athletic trainer who's like a physical therapist, and he like helped me do some exercises and just do some stuff to help it heal faster. And yeah, so I just worked really hard and then he taped it up tight and then I still tried to do everything and I was actually able to still perform and do like almost everything that I had planned to do. And yeah, I was like happy that I was still able to do everything. So I like persisted and was able to do something that most people probably would think is impossible.
Okay, that's great. That's so, I really like that story.
That's really motivational.
And we can end with Claire. What did you write?
Mine is actually really similar to Mia's in a few ways. This last semester was really difficult. I was in a choir that had a lot of performances, like weekends in a row. Like for a month, we had solid performances each week. And for one of those performances, we were given about 2 or 3 days to learn 8 pieces. And that was the hardest like musical experience I've ever had in my life. It was extremely difficult. But with the practice and with my friends' help, I was able to get through it, and the performance went way better than any of us thought it
We're
would.
losing you a little bit, Claire.
Oh, okay. Sorry. My connection is terrible. Should I go back or?
Oh, it's okay.
No, it's okay.
I heard.
I think we
I
got,
heard it.
yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think we got most of it.
Cool.
But that sounds like a really good experience, Claire, to be able to push through something like that. It definitely takes a lot.
It was worth it.
Yes, I definitely agree. So now that we've gone over
You
a
guys have
few
5 minutes left.
So now that we've gone over a little bit of what we've addressed in these journals, looking at the things that we've spoken about, sort of different projects, working out, spraining an ankle, and performing multiple choir pieces in such a short amount of time, you can see that everybody gave a different type of action. They had a different situation that resulted in them having to deal with resilience. So that's what I wanted to sort of talk to you guys about, the different kinds of resiliences, because I think it's very important to acknowledge that just because you experience rock bottom in one way does not take away the rock bottom resilience of another person. Because although Richard may be having some issues dealing with different projects because he might have a lot on his plate, Mia, on the other hand, could also be struggling with something like a sprained ankle. And both are very unfortunate circumstances, but I want to encourage you guys not to compare yourselves to other people because other people have a lot of different situations. That's very important. So there are other people that, can you think of anyone specifically who may have gone through something of importance in the media that can serve as a great example? The first person that comes to mind for me is Helen Keller, actually. I know that we all know a lot about her. She suffered from many disabilities, but in the end, she still became somewhat of importance. And the things that Helen went can be characterized as reaching total rock bottom, which is a point where you have reached a point of absolutely no ability to rise again. And this is a point that many people get to, and it is not until people reach this point of absolute rock bottom that they feel they can rise from it, which is a very dangerous situation for people to be in, because many people do not believe that they can improve upon themselves until they have reached the absolute bottom of the spectrum. We want to encourage you and talk to you about how you don't have to reach that very bottom to begin to work on yourself and changing yourself for the better. And this is characterized as flipping the switch, where you decide to change your perspective, change the course of your actions, because most of the time, these actions are a cycle of addiction and a cycle of doing the same things over and over because you can't find a way to escape it. But once you reach a point of realization or flipping the switch, this is when you can be able to make an upward turn. So unfortunately, this is all the time we have left together. I hope you guys were able to gain some information on what we were able to discuss so far. And now I'll pass it back over to Callie.
So it occurred to me that I accidentally skipped Rachel when we were doing our highs and lows. So I want to go back and hear your high and your low really quick before we end our session. I'm really sorry about that.
That's okay. Thank you. My high is that I finally found the motivation to work out each day, and because I really wanted to do that, and it's been really hard for me to, but I finally did it this week. And then my low is that my mom got sick on Sunday, and I think she has a stomach flu or something. It's bad, but she's getting better. So, but that's fun.
Yeah, we'll definitely keep your mom in our thoughts for sure during this week. So thank you guys so much for attending our session again today. We look forward to seeing you guys next week. We'll be going over relational resilience. And so just remember to work on the tips and try to use some of the things that Rents has talked about today throughout our session. And I'll see you guys next week.
Good job, guys. So you can go ahead and stop the recording.